Looks like we're live on a Leathercraft Wednesday. I hope everybody's doing good, y'all. I'm honored and unworthy at the same time. Good to see everybody's name popping up right up top. Dean, first one in my shop today. Dean, I'm glad you're with us. Jerry King, you've got a great comment here. Don, absolutely. Don, great to see your name. So, Jerry, hello, Chuck, and everyone. Hope this finds y'all healthier, wealthier, and wiser than the last time we all got together. We've definitely got some comments coming back on that one. You healthier, wiser? Yeah, it's the wealthy part that seems to elude me on a regular basis. But then Carrie is 3 days away from 400 days without caffeine or caffeine. Yeah, right. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Carrie, good job on that one. And also, too, Carrie, it sounds like you're diving into a computer. Oh, I wish I had half your knowledge there. I really do. So let's see. Yeah, Dean, does anyone keep spare swivel knife blades on hand? I got a box of them. I've got like 9 swivel knives and I use 2. Well, now I've got a hair blade on one of those, but still, we accumulate. We're leather crafters. We accumulate. Okay. First example. Yeah. Where is it? Yeah. My tool rack. That's only one of 2. I got tools I have probably never used, but I'm going to use them one day. I'm going to use them one day. So that's exactly right. So we love shiny things too, right? Yeah, exactly. We got all kinds of stuff to look at today. I hope we have time for all of this. But as it stands, doing this every other week, we got ample to talk about. Doing this every week, I kind of get a little sparse there, but we got a bunch of stuff to talk about. One of them for the new folks. How about grommets and eyelets? What's the difference? Oh, is that a snooze fest or what? Right. But we're going to talk what's the difference between eyelets and grommets for the new folks. I don't use a lot of either, and I need to change that. But we're going to talk about what the differences are there. Got some things here that we can make with leather that we probably don't think about. Yeah, we'll talk about that too. So, again, we got some fun stuff coming up. Got some great project videos coming out. Just turned one in this morning. Got another one finishing that out right now. Going to go to a leather element because, oh, Ohio travel bag. It has landed on the Weaver website. I just placed an order for 40 or 45 different things. There are more things there than I have projects for, but we're going to cure that. We're going to take care of that. So, hope everybody's got some good on your workbench. I kind of just work on Weaver stuff once in a while, and I apologize because I never post things on the fan page, and that's my fault. You kind of see everything I work on. I mean, for the most part, like right here, now and then, like my folks, uh, they have 2 friends that are going to go on a cruise, right? So they want to pack them like a gift pouch, with like some hand cleaner, some mints, a little candy, maybe a crossword book. So I made them a couple of just cool little pouches. Is that even worth putting on the fan page? So y'all kind of see everything I work on. But anyway, so let's see what else is going. Um, One big point, and we kind of talked about this last time, and I apologize. I didn't get a chance this morning to go back over. We have audio. Didn't even look. Last time we didn't have audio. Worked on it this morning with some help from the fine folks in our IT department. We have audio. Yay. But anyway, we talked about this last time, but because I was kind of messing with that and shooting video, I didn't get a chance to look at all the comments from last time. Um, so I wanted to bring this up. We've got an anniversary in March, I believe. I think we started the lives in March 2020, maybe, or 2020. Anyway, I don't know that we have a way to look back to find these because at some point they just drop off. The point is, we need to do a giveaway. We need to do a giveaway. I've got a couple of things here that would make great giveaways for some folks. Maybe not just one. Maybe like first, second, and third place winners. Everybody gets something. Boss, don't worry. I can put these on my card. I'm happy to ship these because this is kind of my idea. It's kind of my idea. Didn't clear it with the boss, so I'll take care of that. But we've got to. I don't know. Maybe we'll just pick a date. Maybe next time, right? Maybe next time. I've got so many notes on my script because over a 2-week period, every time I walk, every time something comes up that I think, ooh, that'd make a great topic or a good product of the week, I'll jot it down. So after 2 weeks, we got all kinds of stuff to talk about. Um, yeah, we're in that no holiday stretch. That's kind of tedious. But also, too, my wife is in New Jersey with her dad and her brother. So big shout out to Joe and Jay. I hope y'all are doing good. Love you, sweetie. Can't wait for you to get home, but hope you're having a great time with your dad and your brother. When you go to South Jersey, you eat. And I mean, you eat well and you eat. You eat often. Now, when my wife went to New Jersey, my first thought was, okay, I'm going to buckle down on three things. I'm going to take care of the house. I'm going to take care of me, and I'm going to take care of my job. I'm going to concentrate on those three things. Thus far, doing pretty well. Thus, I've really been getting it on the videos. I might be able to turn in 3 videos this week. The kitchen, did a deep cleaning in the kitchen and the laundry and right, all that. Been working out, trying to drink less Coke, more water, eat a little bit better. Well, I'm only halfway there. Whatever. Even a little bit of help is great. And something else too, my wedding ring, I swear there are only 2 places in my house or shop that this goes when I take it off. Just, we probably take a lot of this off when we're working on the leather. I am so tired of not being able to find things. Okay, the younger folks, older folks are gonna know what I mean here, but the younger folks, through time, we've always heard, like you go to grandmother's house. There's everything has its place and everything in its place. It was so irritating, right? But it was always clean. I am so freaking tired of trying to find things. I understand that now. I spend half my day looking for my phone, my charger, or my glasses. I even want to tell the boss, look, I waste a bunch of time. But at the same time, I kind of never been one for wearing a lot of jewelry. We make cuffs and all kinds of beautiful stuff. I've just never been one to. I'm a guy, ladies. You know what? Just be happy we show up with clothes on. Right, right. Yeah, I think we all know what we mean there. But anyway, I'm tired of trying to find stuff. Leads me to my next point. Who does, and I gotta read this off because I need to make sure this is right because this is a technical term, industry term. It's called the workspace swipe. Does anybody, okay, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, again, over a 2-week period, right? I'm doing all these things right now. Okay, so does anybody have your workspace? As you're working on a project, your workspace just gets smaller and smaller and smaller to a point where you got to move stuff out of the way, right? Okay, the swipe. And I mean, that's just the whole workspace swipe. Move all that out of my way because I'm on a mission. I've got to punch a hole. I know where that hole is. I don't want to forget where that hole is. So just move because I'm on a mission. Well, of course, now that leaves us one big pile of mess. It's okay. We got that hole in the right spot. Ah, that's all that matters to us. So anyway, um, let's see. Okay, I guess, and I hate because we're not doing me, but I've had 2 people lately ask me about this, and I'm actually starting to forget all of this. But the que some folks have said, "Hey, you had some stuff in movies. What have you had in movies?" Okay, again, not about me, but we'll talk about this, and then we're gonna move on to us. Okay, so for the most part, if I can remember correctly, John Hughes Film, Just Visiting, they bought a lot of stuff from me. Their drinking horns, the knight's belt, scabbard, cool little chainmail pouch. I inserted a if I remember, it was either a purple velvet or a purple like a pig suede. Oh, it was gorgeous. I wish I'd made another one. Anyway, so Just Visiting, Man in the Iron Mask with Leo, Mortal Kombat, but not the movie, the TV series. Bless their heart, they bought all kinds of stuff from me. Pirates of the Caribbean 4, and Year One. Done a couple of commercials, had some stuff in the Met, Shakespeare, Alabama Shakespeare. Oh, and see, I'm starting to forget all this stuff. I need to go back and make a list. Anyway, it's fun getting your stuff in the movies. It's hard to do, and it's not very profitable because they're going to hire or they're going to buy either 2 or 3 of each of whatever they're going to buy. Um, and then after that, the costume designer or director, they're off to maybe a cop movie, or a futuristic movie. So it's hard to keep those contacts open in the industry, but it's a lot of fun nonetheless. In fact, Mr. Satterfield asked me if I wanted to go to Hawaii, when they were shooting Pirates 4. I just couldn't swing it. Couldn't swing it, but that would have I wish I had. I wish I'd scraped together the money to go see that. But anyway, so okay, enough of that. Enough of that. Let's jump back over to us. That's what this is about. So, okay, let's jump back over here because I'm already behind on the comments. I'm going to talk fast. I apologize. We just have so much to talk about, and I don't want to miss comments. I don't want to miss these. I almost forget to go live because I'm reading the great comments. I'm learning as much as y'all are here. So anyway, um, yeah, Crystal jumping in on the swivel knife dilemma. That's exactly right. Crystal, if you need an extra one or two, give me a call. I've got an extra one or two. But also, too, something I thought about this week, the ruby blades. This is one of those things, it's like Bigfoot. Well, there's a pretty compelling video out there, and I've heard some good stories, but I've never actually seen one. Technically, I have. It's a ruby encrusted swivel blade that's supposed to be fantastic. Now, like the ceramic blades, one ding and it's done. Yeah, that's why I typically don't use the ceramics. Um, I'm kind of bad about running off the edge of my leather or sitting. I'm just going to ding it, and there goes $80, right? I used a swivel for 1 minute, and it cost me $80 for that 1 minute. So anyway, I like the hollow ground, 3/8 inch, one of my favorite blades. So anyway, Crystal, if you need an extra handle or two, let me know. I'll send you a couple. Maybe we could do that, as one of our giveaways. A swivel knife with a good blade on it. That would be a cool idea. So anyway, okay. Yeah, JR Time is with us. Happy Wednesday, all. Hope everyone had a good 2 weeks. JR Time, thanks for the sentiment. Means more than you know. Absolutely does. And again, I'm honored y'all are spending this time. I hope it's worth it. I hope it's interesting. I'm going to do my best. So let's see. Lane is with us. Hello from London. Uh, Hope y'all are all doing well. I know I forgot to clean my glasses. I got a list here. I've got a list, a checklist. Before we go live, check everything, make sure I'm plugged in and cameras on, lighting is set. One thing I don't remember. Yeah, anyway, so we'll just deal. I put them on upside down. That'll help. So okay, let's see. What have we got here? Daniel Reach, Daniel's with us. Daniel, glad to see your name pop up. Absolutely. And you opened that door, didn't you? You opened that door. What's going on, my family? Smoking pulled pork for church tonight and working on a Bible cover. Daniel, I wish I was closer because I'd love to go to church with you and I'd love to get some of that pulled pork. Absolutely. Um, I'd like to smoke a ham. It's just hard to keep them lit. It's just really hard to keep those lit. So let's see. Scott Morgan is with us. Very nice. Yeah, okay. Scott's asking a mug clip. Let's see. Was it Crystal talking about doing some mug clips? I too am not familiar with that. Now I'm familiar with mug straps. They're big in the Ren Fair because everybody carries a mug or a drinking horn, but I'm not familiar with a mug clip. Love to see a picture of that. Um, yeah, it's Scott Morgan, Daniel Reach. You aren't going to let us sample the pulled pork. What's up with that? I did you bring enough for everyone? Yeah, so all right. Oh yeah, Crystal, I love pulled pork. Oh, anything smoked. Anything smoked. I one time had an apple tree that I had to cut down. Smoke. I used that to smoke stuff for a month or two or three. Oh, you could taste. Oh, it was so good. Ribs, right? Pork or beef matters not. What's important? Rib. And now we've gone off the tracks because we're talking food and we're not talking leather. Okay. Well, I'll try to rein it back in, but small, shiny objects and pulled pork, right? Anyway, okay. Let's see. Oh, look at Scott. Oh, well, Scott, I'm glad you're with us now. I'll read this. Let's see, to Crystal. Thank you. I'm a noob to leathercraft. In fact, I'm awaiting my first order from Weaver now. That's an exciting time. It really is. Scott, you're going to be amazed at what you can do. And I guarantee you, 99.9% of the time, your first project, you're actually going to be amazed at what you can do. And that's the one thing I always say about leathercraft. Folks with absolutely no skill and just a couple of tools that we probably have around the house, You can do magnificent things. You have walked into a lifelong love, a great hobby. We're going to talk about some of that. We're going to talk about one area that we don't really think about in leathercraft. So let's see, Scott, glad you're with us. Nonetheless, glad you're with us. Let's see. James Seckington. James, good to see your name pop up. Hello, Chuck and everyone. Time to talk to my favorite person. Well, bless your heart. When they show up, we'll talk to them. How about that? So, all right. Let's see. There's another one to Daniel. Good. Um, yeah, there we go. Scott Morgan. We got to learn how to do pulled pork. Let me try to catch up. Leather Action 1. Very nice. Let's see. Bought a spot in the shop space for my leather shop. Oh, Fiving's poster. That's right. Fiving's poster is already up. Excited to have my first workspace and planning on my first show in the fall. Thanks to Weaver and Chuck. Bless your heart. Oh, good luck with every bit of it. Oh, it's a cool Fiving's poster, isn't it? I'm going to see if we can't maybe do that again. See if Fiving's might let go of another poster or two. Helps them out, right? Absolutely. So let me write that in. It's Phoebings. Technically, from the horse's mouth, it's Phoebings. It's pronounced Phoebings. I've just said Fivings for so long, and I don't think they care. As long as you buy their product, they don't care. But anyway, all right. Phoebings poster. I'm going to write down giveaway. And now we're on my Canon and not my laptop. So when I write, we're not doing that, which is always fun. That's good production quality. Okay. So let's see. Alessandro. Hey to Brazil. Well, hello, Brazil is in the shop with us. I'm honored. I hope it'll be worth your time. Absolutely. Our friendly neighbors to the south. Very cool. Let's see. Ernie Murphy. Very cool. Mark the Maker. Good name. Very good name. Shane Cessna's back with us. Shane, good to see your name pop up. Currently working on a wallet, a belt, and dog collars. It's great having something on your work table, isn't it? I have to suffice because the Weaver stuff is what's on my work table. In fact, why don't we jump over to that? Because I've got two I'm really excited. Two videos I'm really excited about. We'll come back. Screw the script. We'll come back to that later. Anyway, so what we're doing, we're kind of working more towards, no, we're not working more towards the garment side. Simply I'm going to try to start bringing more sewn items that we need to sew on a sewing machine. I'm going to try to start working more in that direction. Here's our first step. And this video will be out. I don't have a calendar. I can't see that from here. I don't. Anyway, I think kind of towards the end of March. Excuse me. But anyway, so how about a hip pouch? Isn't that cool? We've got a pocket right there. We've got a zipper pocket and then convenience pocket, easy in, easy out. But how cool is that? I'm dying to get started on new stuff. An Ohio travel bag, that's part of it. And we're going to talk more about that. But also, here's the one I'm working on right now, just now about to finish it. Has anybody ever worked with patent leather? I rarely ever have because we see it on really high-end purse, bag, shoe, like show harness, right? Show tack harness. It's a great leather. The only downside to this, fingerprints. Gonna make you nuts. Don't let it. They come off. But how about we line that with a beautiful turquoise? Oh, is that not gorgeous? Super easy leather to work with. And in fact, we've been working with patent leather since about 1790, if you can believe that. And I think, don't hold me to this, I didn't mention this in the video, but I think patent leather is the only product patented that actually uses the name patent in its official name. So anyway, two videos coming up. Can't wait for those. I hope those are fun. So, okay. Let's see. Daniel Bennett is with us. Daniel, glad you're with us. Wayne Painter. Wayne, I'm glad to see your name pop up. Very cool. Kilt belt on the list. You're exactly right. For my wedding. Oh, your wedding in August. Wayne, send me an email. Let me know where that is. Night for today. Very nice. Helping out. Night for today, helping out. Thank you. I didn't see the first side of that. But everybody that helps out, bless your heart. Thank you for that. Oh, let's see. Smart Gadget Life is with us. Hope you're good as well. Glad you joined us. Come on in. You're amongst family now. Good, friendly, decent, fun, happy people. I think I just summarized Leathercraft people. 5 words. That's like maybe a little nuts. No, we're not going to put that in there because that's not a good. That doesn't go well in the slogan. But still a little nuts. Maybe it's the Sadillac or the dye or the contact cement. I'm not sure. Oh, does it matter? We don't need to trace the root of happiness to be happy, right? Okay, so that's like Chris Gould is with us. Y'all, these are coming so fast, I have a hard time seeing them all. If I miss your name, please forgive me, but it doesn't matter. You are welcome with us. Nonetheless, jump in, join the family. I think we're 8,100 strong now. Yeah, that's a big family. Boy, Christmas and holidays and birthdays are going to be a problem now. Anyway, all right, let's see. Oh, Patrick, I'm going to finally get to Weaver Leather in Miller's. Oh, come on up. It is our Mecca. It is our Mecca. Uh, we got the retail store. We're gonna have a grand opening. I'll mention that shortly. It's gonna be a big to-do. Gonna have a food truck. I'm gonna teach some classes, do some demos. I can't wait. I love a retail store. I've been pushing for a retail store since I started with Weaver 7.5 years ago. Man, has it been that long. Wow. Anyway, sales, I mean, retail sales, absolutely, but it's more selfish. It's more selfish for us leather crafters because you go into a retail store, you touch leathers, you see leathers, you probably websites are great. They just don't do it for me. I love a catalog, but even better than both, being there in person. We walk through a leather store and we feel leathers that we would never use. We would never think about and we fall in love. Hardware that we've never seen or never thought of. It opens us up to all kinds of things that we wouldn't move in that direction or think about that hardware, or that dye color, or that top coat, or that stamp. Everything. It's every aspect, but you're amongst your own. We're amongst our own, and that is a cool feeling. It really is. It really is. I know I'm excited about it, and I'm probably not as excited as all the folks, including my boss and our president, that put so much time into making this store beautiful. We've made our own racks. We've built our own racks in our metal shop. They're beautiful, wood and metal. Just oh, yeah, I'm gonna take a bunch of stuff from the set, a lot of the videos, that to decorate, to help decorate. And anyway, I know I'm rolling on that one. I'm just excited about it. I can't wait. So, Viking Lady Designs is with us. I'm glad to see your name. Let's see. Let's see. I usually buy way more when I go to a physical store than when I order online. Thank you for putting that into words. You're exactly right. And I'm the same way. I am absolutely the same way. It is what it is. It is what it is. So anyway, uh oh, Lane. Okay, Lane, keep those coming. Keep those coming because the boss sees these. I'll fill you in. Okay, so Lane's comment. Is this a good time to mention how much I'm looking forward to sending Chuck or to meeting Chuck or seeing Chuck? Sorry, I know these are now anyway. To seeing Chuck at right, too much to talk about. Seeing Chuck at the grand opening of the UK franchise. Absolutely. I'm pushing for that one too. I need a trip over to see y'all, and I need one badly. So it's just money. That's all it is. I got like $35. Would that get a ticket over there? Yeah. In a canoe. So, yeah, a canoe and a pup tent. That's going to be my yacht to sail across the pond. Anyway, uh, oh, Pam Watson, don't feel bad, okay, Pam? I'm the person walking through the store touching everything. Oh, please do. And I've always said this. The more experienced folks, because I've managed a retail leather store. I've seen this time and time again. The more experienced folks, they walk through a store and they're not really looking at the leather. They're kind of walking along, feeling it. And it's an odd, when you're not really kind of up to speed on this, it's an odd movement because Well, now I feel the weight, but also I feel the texture. I feel the body. I feel the top coat. I feel the flesh side. I feel how big that piece of leather is. I feel something I like. Now I'm going to look down. I'm going to look at color options, weight options, but it's just feeling it. And there's so much when you're new to leathercraft, the weights. Okay, these can probably be confusing to you. They're not. They're not. You'll nail this in no time. Here's why. You're going to make a project that's too heavy. It doesn't bend well. It doesn't fold well. It's too thick to sew. You're going to make a project with leather that's too thin. It's too flimsy. It doesn't hold its shape. You're fine tuning weights. Well, now you know what's too thin. Now you know what's too heavy. Okay, here's a good trick 4 to 5 ounce standard pouch weight. That makes a great pouch and smaller, like smaller knife sheaths. Okay, 8 to 9 ounce standard belt weight. That's about an eighth of an inch thick. 4 to 5, about a 16th. 8 to 9 is about an eighth of an inch. Now you've got a belt weight. Those are the two leathers I always have in my shop, always hands down forever. Start there. Start with either one of those. When you get the feel for those, now you can start to feel to fine tune what you want your project to feel like. 4 to 5, great. Well, like a 5 to 6, it's a little more body. Maybe a 6 to 7. That's what I'm looking for. 8 to 9 makes a great holster, but maybe we want to back off on that weight a little bit. Maybe we want to line it. So let's back off to a 7 to 8, add a 2 to 3 ounce as a liner. Now we're up to 10 to 11 ounce. We've got a very sturdy holster. I know I'm talking about. Sorry. The point is, if the weights confuse you, don't stress over it. Don't worry about it. You'll get there. You will fine tune those after just a couple of projects. You'll know exactly what you're doing. So, okay, went off on a rant. Gonna bring it back onto the road here. So let's see. Um, Man, I really did mess up by not cleaning my glasses. I really did. Home Depot is my optometrist, right? Yeah, I got glasses everywhere. I'm bad about stepping on them, sitting on them, crushing them with a roll of leather, crushing them. Anyway, I just happen to pick the one pair in my shop that isn't very clean. But anyway, uh, yeah, Ralph Morrow. I tell people to pick up and touch what I sell. Good point. And that's an age-old sales technique. Get it in their hands. That's exactly right. But it's more than that for us. I mean, we want to sell a project, but it's more our baby, isn't it? You know, we worked on each and every one of these by itself. So anyway, okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, Daniel Rach, Viking Lady Designs, looking like I'll be at Heart of Texas quite a bit this year too. We can always try and connect there again. Oh, I'm gonna miss. Thus far, I'm not scheduled to do Heart of Texas. This is in Waco in August. I bet the boss would say, if you want to go, go. That's a great show. It's a good show, good food, good people. I just got a little burned out. We got show burn last year from just doing too many events through the summer. But anyway, I might mention that to my boss. In fact, it's funny. My mom said, "Are you not doing Waco this year?" And I said, "No, it's not on my schedule." She said, "Why not?" I said, "We just did too many shows last year." She said, "Quote, well, you really seem to enjoy doing that show." And she's right. She's exactly right. So might talk to the boss, see if I can make it out to the Waco show. Uh, yeah, Viking Lady Designs, you should just come out and see us anyway. I drive. I usually drive to that show. Man, that's a long drive. Right. So I mean, it's like 800 something miles. Well, it's funny because in the southern US, when you leave Georgia, it's like if you're taking I-20 west, you leave Atlanta, you're out of Georgia in an hour. You're through Bama in 2 hours. You're through Mississippi in 2 hours. You're through Louisiana in 2 hours. And you get to the Texas border, you think, wow, I'm just jamming. I mean, it's like I leave at like 6 in the morning. So I'm in Texas at like 1, right? And I'm like, yeah, I'm jamming. I'm in Texas. I look down 5 hours to your ma. I'm not going to go into the language that I would typically use in the truck by myself. It's not bad. It's just not live worthy. Right. Anyway, it's a beautiful drive. I mean, driving across the South. Oh, And Buc-ee's. Let me tell you, if you're not familiar with a Buc-ee's, oh, I'm not gonna go any further on that because that's a rant not related to leather. But if you find a Buc-ee's, stop. You'll be surprised. Anyway, okay. Uh, let's see. Ray's gone fishing. What's something a trucker can do in a truck with no table and little room? Ray, that's a great question. I've had so many truckers. Um, and one, I don't remember his name, and it kills me. Great guy. He did, and this is where Angry Cow came from. He did graffiti journal covers. And they were gorgeous. I mean, you could see the glint in the character's eyes. He would tool. That's what he said. He always did it in truck stops. He would sit in the back of it. I think he just made like a little, if I remember, I wish I could, he made like a little table, like a 1 by 2 foot table that he could sit on his back bench in his sleeper and he would tool graffiti. He'd take a picture of very cool graffiti, something really unique. Oh, I wish I could remember most of these, but that's what he did. He sat in the back of his truck and he tooled graffiti. So there's all kinds of great ideas out there. It would take me a couple of minutes because I'm kind of on the spot here to write to all this to make sure it right. I don't and I don't pass out because I'm not breathing enough, which is actually a problem. Right. So if you hear me take a long spell while I'm reading a comment, actually, I'm trying to keep from passing out because I don't breathe when I'm talking. Anyway, okay, let's. Oh, look at all these great comments come in. Oh man, Viking Lady Designs and Daniel Reese. It sounds like we got a combination going there. Let's see. You do the pork, I'll smoke a brisket. Let's get back to leathercraft, right? Yeah, I know. I don't want to. Ribs, right? Okay. Squirrel. Anyway, okay. Oh, let's see Alice in Wonderland. One of my favorite all-time books. Oh, and one of my favorite songs too. Was it Jefferson Pilot, Jefferson Airplane? I can't remember. Anyway, okay. So let's say, hello, it's very exciting to see you on the live. Thank you. Because from your video, I started interest in leathercraft. Oh, I hope you have a great time with it. Oh, yeah. Oh, talk about a rabbit hole. Oh, man. There's no end to the possibilities in leathercraft. There is no end to that. So, okay, let's see. Debison. Debison is with us. Very nice. Oh, man, mouth watering over here. I'll bring the beverages and call it good. Hey, I'll pitch in too. My wife makes a potato salad that you just, it's good. The best part is when it's still warm. Oh, 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 let's do it. All right, back to leathercraft, Um, small caliber arms review, a good one, an absolute. Can you do a video on different machine threads and needles? I'm lacking there myself. So yes, I will get more up to speed. All kinds of combinations there, but yes, I will make sure that that happens. Um, yeah, okay. Back to Daniel Reach. Daniel Reach, nice. Daniel Reach, very good. Let's see. Yeah, let's see, Bridget. Let's see. You were in Prescott. Were you in Prescott last week? No, I didn't do Prescott this year. I love that show too. I gotta talk to the boss. Last year it wasn't necessarily the shows. It was just it was trips in between the shows that kind of blocked everything up. Um, so maybe we need to have a discussion with the boss because the Prescott show, stunningly beautiful. Anyway, okay. Let's see. I am caught up. Let's see. Black Pine Leather Company. Anyone here going to Sheridan? Yeah, I'll be at Sheridan. I'll be there this year teaching a couple of classes. Um, yeah, okay. Grandpa's place. Excellent question. What are the uses for the different stitching punches? It's really up to you. It literally is the aesthetics of it. I love a flat chisel. I don't like a round hole, mostly because, and we've probably all seen this on the cheap kits. they've got these enormous round holes where you're supposed to sew or lace. That to me looks so cheap, because you've got this big hole and a stitch, big hole and a stitch. I like the flat chisel, but I'm doing the diamond. Well, we're going to the diamond for the patent leather purse because it gives us almost a buck stitch look. There's a little actually there's two tricks to the diamond punch. But to answer your question, in my opinion, it is simply aesthetics. What do you like? What look do you like? I like the flat because it's a very clean, looks like a machine stitch. And people are surprised when you tell them that's hand sewn because it's so clean and it's so consistent. I love the diamonds as well. It's a little harder to sew with these because you don't have the size hole that you do with the flat, but I love both. And the pricking irons as well. To me, a pricking iron comes to a point. Little tougher to sew with, but I saw a video on one of the high end um, purse bag. A guy was making a little credit card wallet, hand sewing that, and I mean, he was using a pricking iron, had to be 12 stitches per inch. I mean, they were like that. But when you saw that finished product, absolutely gorgeous. My dad's got a little Dunhill organizer. These are not cheap. He's had this since the 70s because it was it was the product for a salesman to carry because you could put the little 3x5 note cards in it. It had two little bands so you could put the note cards in it, but then it had another spot for you to hold several and then a spot for your credit card. These are gorgeous. I mean, it's like 3/4 ounce leather and it is just thin as and beautiful. I think that's 10 stitches per inch on that because my dad keeps saying, "Can you make something like this?" And I keep saying, "No, I can't make something like that." But of course, it's a company like Dunhill. They tell the tannery what leather they want to buy, and the tannery makes it. Yeah, when you get that big, you tell them what you're going to get. It's like the bank. If you borrow $1 million, or if you borrow a dollar, the bank owns you. If you borrow a million dollars, you own the bank. It's kind of that situation. Anyway, okay. No, very nice. Still, Steve Milford is with us. Steve, glad to see your name. Let's see. Hats off to Weaver, Chuck, Daniel, and Joe. What a great group of teachers. Agreed. Absolutely. Absolutely. Uh, let's see, Debison. Let's see. Hey, Chuck, how far in advance do you know where you'll be? I'd love to book time off to go to a show, meet you, the rest of the Weaver fam. No kidding. Uh, oh, you could, oh, bring the missus along. Absolutely. A leather show is great for us, but our spouses, a lot of fun for them too. I always want to do a class for the spouses. While we're hanging out, let's do a class for the spouses. I've always wanted to do that. Um, I tend to know kind of early in the year where I'm going to be. So this year, for the most part, it's Sheridan and Blade Show, which is here in Atlanta. If you get a chance to hit Blade Show, what a spectacle. It Let me just leave it there. It is a spectacle to be seen and experienced. Love doing the Blade Show. Um, let's see. Oh, Crystal. Oh, this is cool. I was cleaning things out today as my kids are teens now, and I found their old plastic safari animal stencils. Really? Oh boy, that is pretty cool. That's cool. I love going to the craft stores because I always look through the stencils. They've been kind of thin and bare lately. They really have. But I love the Celtic stuff. And I'm always used to, yeah, before the last 2 years, I always used to find great stencils. I've even used some stencils on my big tool board. We've seen that, I think, somewhere in the videos. It's just two cool little Celtic knots, but I love the Celtic stuff. Oh, the stencils are great. Oh, they absolutely are. Uh, oh, let's see, Debison. Yeah, I've seen some videos from the Blade Show. It's on the bucket list at some point. Might need a loan though. Yeah. Yeah, it's just money. Yeah, it's just money, right? That's yeah. Uh night for today. Oh, this isn't good. Excuse me. Clear my throat. There we go. Okay. Jill Dorsett teaching a class living with a leather crafter and not killing them. I think we can because we're gonna do a convention like the I hate skiving. We're gonna hats. We're gonna do it. We'll have a blazer with a logo. We'll do coffee cups. Um, so maybe that would be a great place for my wife to do a class on living with a crafter, not killing them. Great idea. So let's say Oh, okay, let me do crap, what's up? Oh, 3:40, 3:40. The clock is just flying by. Okay, let's see, let's jump over here. I love to keep going over here. Absolutely, but let's jump over here. Let's see, okay, let's do this because for the new folks, because I never really understood this, the exciting world of grommets and eyelets. How about that? Wow. Snooze fest. Not really. Okay. So here's the info on grommets and eyelets. Okay. For so long, let's start here. Eyelets, typically a hole protector. That's basically all they are. Aesthetics too. Look, absolutely. And then grommets typically are a hole strengthener and protector. Basically. Hole protector, strengthener, and protector. If I got that right, I know something may have detached. Anyway, for so long, eyelets were simply smaller. They would go up to maybe 3/16, maybe half inch, and then our grommets would take over. Okay, an eyelet, one piece. It is just one piece. There we go. And we've got just a little setter, inexpensive anvil and a setter. So we'll put that through our leather and we're going to roll the throat down from the other side. Now, I typically have not used a lot of eyelets. First and foremost, I used them way back because the place we always see these, like in a belt, putting the eyelets in the size holes on a belt looks really cool. Actually, it kind of sucks because what happens is you've got this throat and your buckle prong or your bar, 10 different names for that thing on the buckle that does that, right? When that goes through it, what happens is the leather succumbs to the throat as opposed to the prong laying flat. So your leather is going to go through the buckle, it's going to go up, it's going to take a hard left, go up, the prong will go through that eyelet and then it's going to come back down. Well, first off, that doesn't look great. But secondly, the bigger problem is that we're going to use that hole, that one size on our belt regularly. That eyelet's going to come out and it's going to look like that belt is missing a tooth. It's going to stand out like a sore thumb. It's going to look old and used and should be thrown away. Well, that's why I don't use eyelets very often and never on a belt or a strap. That's a real problem. But like say on a pair of arm guards, it's going to help the lace slide through that hole easier and it's going to protect that hole. Okay. So eyelets, typically smaller and at Weaver, we've got these in a bunch of different finishes and they're beautiful. In fact, that's the gunmetal. Okay. So now let's jump over to grommets. I've never really used grommets a lot either. Funny thing, I've got a grommet setter in my camp stuff with a little bag of grommets because that's where we are going to use grommets the most. Tarps, right? We do tailgating, we go camping, we've got picnics. We're always blowing out a grommet. So I keep a setter in a little bag of grommets. Okay, here's a grommet. This is, see if I can find it. Of course, the bazillion grommets I have in my shop, and I did not pick up both sides of it. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So here's a grommet. Now, grommets come with a washer because we're going to place the washer on that. We're going to peen that from the backside with our setter, and that's going to make this throat curl around and hold that little washer. That's why I say this is both a hole protector and strengthener because that's going to pin down the material on that flanged area. So basically, that's the difference between an eyelet and a grommet. Now, grommets, a little more expensive, a little larger size, but look at the size of the setter because when we set these, we need solid anvil below us. But like I said, if you buy a setter and keep that and a couple of grommets in your camp stuff, you are going to be the hero of the camp out because you can knock a new grommet in a torn tarp in about 30 seconds and everybody's going to go, yay. Anyway, So for the new folks, we've got eyelets and we've got grommets. They're great, but nowadays too, the grommets are getting a little bit smaller, which I like because setting an eyelet, it's a little bit of a crapshoot. It is because we need to roll that throat down very evenly and very nicely. If we don't, what's going to happen? That roll is going to crack and it's going to have a little sharp edge on it. Never a great idea on our projects, but it's also going to look terrible and it's not going to last. So when we set, where did my setter go? Here we go. So when we set an eyelet, and we've got this in one of our videos, I wish more, and I'm going to bring these. If I start moving a little more to the chromes, we'll see a little more eyelets. But we need to kind of work this around evenly. If we set it down, smack it, that throat's going to rip. It's going to be a mess. So it's a little bit of a trick trying to set those. Where I'm going with this, grommets. I never have trouble setting grommets because of that back washer. That throat just rolls smoothly down onto that washer. The great thing is the grommets are now getting smaller and smaller. We've got some pretty small ones. So now I have all the confidence in the world when I'm setting a grommet over an eyelet. So I'll work more of those into some of the videos in the future. If we start adding into some more of the chromes, more of the garment and upholstery weight projects, we'll probably start seeing a few more of the eyelets and grommets. We're going to start seeing a little bit more of a lot of stuff. Okay, here's where I'm going with this. So sometime back, I mentioned Weaver has acquired Ohio Travel Bag. Okay, so I placed my first order. I got more stuff than I can possibly use. Anyway, I'm going to go purse bands. Yeah, working on adding those in. Anyway, so I just got the catalog. My boss sent me a catalog. So now I just placed an order for 45 new products. Ohio Travel Bag is now on the Weaver Leather site. The products are now on the Weaver Leather site. Oh, crap. There are decorative O's and clips and Velcro. And I can't even remember what all I ordered. Buckles. Oh, can't wait for this stuff to get in. So we're going to start seeing a lot more of that in our videos. In fact, we did a video on the closures, and I got to do another one because there are so many beautiful high-end closures from OTB. Oh, man. I wish I'd grabbed the catalog because, again, it's about that thick. All kinds of great stuff. So, all right. So anyway, that was actually one of our pieces of news for the week. I kind of jumped ahead on that. But anyway, okay. So we got eyelets and grommets. We got that out of the way. One more trick for the new folks because this is going to be a big help. Now, we want to keep this between ourselves. You'll see where I'm going with this. Okay. Size belt. I keep a size belt in my shop because the belt never lies. Okay. Let's keep that between us because every person that walks into my shop that says there are 38, there are 43. I'm not pointing fingers here. It is the way it is. We always think we're thinner than we are. So what I've done is I've just put a cheap little buckle on one end. And I've marked starting at 7 inches because who's going to do a belt like that, right? So I've started at 7 inches and I've punched a hole every inch all the way out. So therefore, somebody can come into my shop. I always say, here, put on the size belt. We buckle it and we know exactly what their waist size in. Waist size, they're always surprised. Okay, let's keep this between us. The belt never lies. Okay, let's just keep that between us. We don't want to tell customers that. But anyway, having a good size belt in your shop will save you so many headaches. It saves you from remaking every belt you make because somebody said they're a 43 and they're not. They're a 53. Yeah. I did a suit of armor one time for a guy that wanted a custom suit. Oh, I meant chainmail, skirting. I mean, I went all out on this. Gave me a size, shipped it. He received it. He wasn't a 45. He was a 55. It did not fit him at all. He simply gave me the wrong waist size or girth size. I had to make the whole thing over. I wouldn't say I had to make the whole thing over because he shipped it back. I took the mail off of it, took the pieces and parts. It didn't even learn my lesson very, very well on that one. So anyway, size belt, big help to us in our shop and a fun, cool little project as well. Okay, so We are at 3:49. The clock is a ticking. Here's what I wanted to talk about. Okay, there's an area of leathercraft that we never really think about, and I'm not pointing fingers, but it's kind of out of left field. How about decorating our house? And I should have. There's a couple other things now that I think about it. I should have grabbed. The point is, we can make all kinds of decorations for our home, like right here. And this is on the list to go in a frame. I was going to print out my to-do list, but I only have one ream of paper. I only have 500 sheets of paper, so I can't. Anyway, decorative stuff. Okay, here's kind of more of where I'm going with this because my wife loves to go through my scrap bins and she makes some of the coolest decorative hangings you've ever seen. We've got them all over our house. In fact, there's one still at the store I used to run in the men's restroom. I left it there. So anyway, here's another one. But she just takes all it. Oh, look, bless her heart, she signed it. Jill Dorsett, 2008. How about that? Just all kinds of odds and ends. What leather, hardware, feathers, lacing. She loves to go through my scrap bin and just pull out beads, whatever in here that I don't use. And can we see all of it? Yeah, there we go. And she just has the best time making these things. And we could decorate our house with them. Absolutely. So the point here is that belts, pouches, purse, bag, absolutely. But how about decorations for our home? Here's another one I love because we've got a little bit of a Western flair to our house. Got a big cow, one of the prettiest cow skins I've ever seen. Oh, it's beautiful. I should put that on. Anyway, I've got that. I got a reindeer over our fireplace with um a deer. I know I'm. Anyway, a quiver on it, an old school quiver I made. How about spurs? And at Weaver, oh yeah, you can talk to us about these. But spurs make a great decoration in our house. So the point there is this: leathercraft, not just for belts and pouches anymore. We can do all kinds of fun stuff with it. So, okay, we have almost looked at everything over here. Product of the week. Let's get that out. Get this out there, because working with the hip pouch, yeah, and not just the hip pouch, but I got to tell you, double-sided tape. This is about the best invention in leathercraft since the Permalock needle. That's the best invention. But right here, oddly strong for a double-sided tape. So now, if you're not familiar with this, what we do, like say on this piece, I'm going to add the double-sided tape on the back side of my pocket. So when I lay that down, it stays right there. So when I go to my sewing machine or even to chisel, this piece or this part is not going to move on us. Biggest help ever. And actually, we've got this in two different thicknesses. Let me because I wrote this down both in metric and imperial. Thought I did. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So we've got it in two widths. A 3/32 and a 3/16. Okay. Basically, an eighth of an inch and a quarter of an inch. Or metric, about 2.5 millimeters and about 4.5 millimeters, give or take. So if you just need a really thin line, you can do it. And again, I tend to like the wider. I'm just for more holding power. But if you need, you got something that's a really thin little seam or whatnot, that is absolutely the way to go. I cannot get enough of this in my shop. Use it all the time. Simply double-sided tape. Okay, so we'll see that in this video. I've covered everything. We have talked about everything. Okay, so 6 minutes left. All right, let's see. Yeah. Oh. Notes from the boss. Notes from the boss. All right, let me keep my job. Let's see. All right, so from the boss, Ohio travel bag is now available at weaverleathersupply.com. A whole new world of possibilities are available. I'm reading the boss's words, but I have to agree on that one. Let's see. The hardware you need for your next project is now available for combined shipping. You can earn punch points, rewards, and we offer free shipping at $150 and over. Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm trying to think how can I show y'all all the cool stuff? My order will be here by the next time we get together. I'll show you some of I can't even remember all the cool stuff that I've ordered to go to project videos. I'm gonna do my best there. We'll talk about that next week. Um, I know I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, so my next leather element, I'm gonna finish the clutch, then I'm gonna jump over to a leather element. Diamond spots. Okay, y'all are probably not aware that spots, I kind of like spots. I kind of like spots. Yeah, right. I hear the guffaw, right? Anyway, I love diamond spots. Well, there's actually a trick to putting these little things in to keep them straight. It's not as easy as it looks. Actually, it is as easy. It's easy. That's what I should have said. It's easy, but there's a little bit of trick to putting these in. But I love the period stuff. But also on the fashion end, diamond spots. Oh, oh, and we've got another one over here. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't going to look too much further. Conical spots. I love these. I love these. And I've not used any of these in Weaver videos because we didn't sell them. We didn't carry them. We do now. Oh, oh, let me get those back out or I'll forget. I'll forget that that's what my next video is because we've met, right? Okay. Well, 356, I want to bring this out because last thought, public service announcement. Okay. I think a lot of us are afflicted by this and don't know it. I think it's a bigger problem than we think it is. I have something called ADD. Let's see, DAA. See, it's already working for me. DAA, DAAS, because okay, for the layman, it's called dumbass attack syndrome, right? Okay, the biggest problem is that, well, first off, I understand there's no cure. Gonna have to live with this for the rest of my life. But the bigger problem, no symptoms of an upcoming attack. And that's a problem. Now, I'm saying me, I've got this, but I'm, in all honesty, I think a bunch of us have this. Yeah, from some of the people I've talked to over the years, I think it's something that really needs to be brought out. Anyway, okay, doctor seemed a little peeved that I came in with something I think is a real problem. Anyway, okay, so when I forget what I'm talking about, my DAA syndrome. And so, right, so we can explain that out. All right. So let's see, we are at 357. Let's see, videos coming up. Got some great videos, I hope. Got a glasses case, just a simple little glasses case. This is for the new folks. It's a simple project, few tools required, but something that we can use all the time. Lace, got a video coming out, wanting to do this one forever and ever. Is it cheaper to buy or cut our own lace? Actually, first off, we might be surprised by the answer, but also there's a big but, right? Well, it kind of depends. So I hope it's a good video. I hope that's helpful. Hip pouch, we talked about, patent leather pouch, diamond spots, and then, oh, I've got a big board of ideas. I've got a big board of ideas. I just can't make these videos fast enough. I really can't. We got all kinds of great stuff coming up. So by the next time we get together, these two videos will be in queue to be released, and I'll have a whole new set that I'm working on. So at least that we have that to look forward to, or at least I have that to look forward to. I can get some more of these products off my list and into videos, and I hope they're fun. So, okay. Oh, we are wrapping it up. Let me jump back over here because they're just flying by. They're just flying by. And I'm so sorry. Oh, Hobgoblin. Oh, oh, let's see. ADHD here. LOL. Already distracted. You're exactly right. Um, oh man. Yeah, okay, Jill. Oh, did Jill chime in? Yeah, there we go. My wife chimed in. Yeah, hey, sweetie, I'm glad you jumped in with us. We've got a class idea for you. We've all come together. We've got a class idea for you. When you get home, we'll talk about that. Chris Gould, wife reckons I have that problem for years. Life is good. You know what? As a leather crafter, life is good. And I think, excuse me, I know I'm going to try to not to start talking fast because it's 3:59, but as leather crafters, I think Glorfindel. Oh, I had to bring that name out. Oh man. Anyway, okay. Okay. I just love the name, right? Tolkien. Yeah. Anyway, I think the issue with us leather crafters is that, and in all honesty, all kidding aside, we have something to look forward to. When we're at work and it's a blah blah day, blah, sitting in my cubicle, in the back of my mind, there's a project on my work table. I can't wait to get home and to work on it. Second step to that, I finished a product last night that I made as a gift to a coworker. I can't wait to get to work today to give that gift to a coworker. I can't wait to go see my family because I made gift. I think that's one of the things that us leather crafters, I think it's one of the reasons we're so happy. And Chris, life is good. We always have something to look forward to in our shop or something we made in our shop to give it away. It's one of the best feelings in the world for us leather crafters. It is win, 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 win. It really is. So, y'all, we're going to wrap it up here. And I hope this has been fun. I hope it's been interesting. I hope we've had some good information for the new folks. You are now part of a big, very friendly family. And at least for me, I'm so happy you're here. You are going to love every minute of Leathercraft. So, all right, y'all, I'm going to wrap it up. It's like leaving your family. It takes 20 minutes. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all. Hey, I'm going to call you. And it takes 20 minutes to get out of the house. Well, it's kind of the same thing here. Mainly because I don't want to leave. I don't want to stop this. Absolutely the pinnacle of my week, spending this time with y'all. I hope y'all feel the same way. And it kind of looks like you do. Warms my heart. Let me tell you, it warms my heart. So, uh, let's see. Viking Lady Design. Dana wants to know if you're going to TRF this year. I don't know that. I really want to. There's a group of 6 or 8 or 10 of us, kind of in our loose rent fair group, like herding freaking cats to try to get anybody to do anything at the same time. I want to go this year. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm going to start putting that on my list of things that need to be thought about because I started at Texas Rent Fair. I worked at Texas Rent Fair. That's how I got into leather and the period stuff. I really want to go back. I really do. So thank you, Daniel. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm going to start putting some thought into that. Y'all, we're going to wrap it up here. It's been my pleasure. It absolutely has. I hope y'all have something great on your work table. Something to look forward to. Absolutely. I hope you have a great second half of your week, a good evening, a great weekend. Spring's a coming. Now, for y'all on the other side, cool weather is coming. I love both of them, and I hope everybody's good with that. So, all right, y'all. Love y'all. Love every minute of spending time with y'all. We'll wrap it up in 2 weeks from today. I'm going to do my best to have some more fun stuff to talk about, to look at, to laugh about, y'all. Thank you for every comment. I'm going to do my best to read every one of these next week before the live. Next week, I'll see if I can be a little more prepared. So, y'all, thanks again for making this what it is. Love y'all. Have a great evening and a great week. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Oh, good luck with your projects. We got to drop that in there. All right. So, bye, y'all.